Despite Azure currently being the strongest killer in the game, you may still be losing games because of these 5 common mistakes you don't even realize you're making. This first mistake is so simple, yet so many people constantly use this bad habit. When you try to chase a survivor down without using your traps to your advantage, you are basically asking for another loss. This is because Azure's sprinting speed is one of the slowest in the game, and his only way of closing the distance is using his end strangle ability. This problem would be relying on chases to kill survivors, and only placing traps mid-chase. Placing traps mid-chase causes you to lose distance while also making the traps inefficient, as the survivor is in front of you. Instead, you should take shortcuts and let survivors panic, as they are constantly pressured by the seeker bulbs and vines that you place before you start chasing them. This way, you let better pathing and traps do the work for you, not your chasing only. Although you may have your traps to stop players from running in some areas, this next mistake will ruin the entire game for you. Naturally, you would want to corner survivors as an area denier killer, so by placing your traps into uncommon areas that are near corners, your traps are essentially useless. Put your seeker bulbs in the open, popular parts of the map instead, where survivors can get hit from any angle with nowhere to hide behind a wall. Put your vines close to those bulbs, but not too close, so a survivor you catch within strangle takes damage from both at once. Additionally, you can first set a vine first at a narrow pathway, and then put a seeker bulb next to it. Now you'll be able to easily deny essential pathways survivors use to loot, while also passively damaging them with your seeker bulbs. You can have the traps you want, but when survivors are careful and aware of their surroundings, you need to land this ability to make the best use of your traps. If you keep missing it, you will never be able to effectively catch up to players if they avoid your traps. This ability is called Strangle, and to get better at landing it, play a Roblox game called Pandy's Aim Trainer and search up close fast tracking. Choose the easy version and try to speed match the target as much as possible. This will allow you to track a survivor's movement no matter how unpredictable their movement becomes. Also, another trick is to aim near walls, as players will have a tendency to run towards walls to counter the ability. Then, you'll be able to perform one of the best combos in the game, which is to land your Strangle, throw them into a vine, M1 them, and eventually get a free kill. The whole point of your golem transformation is to pressure survivors with your high damage output while creating another waypoint to corner survivors. However, bad positioning of the golem may as well be a waste of your time. For example, if you place your golem near your traps, survivors will automatically avoid that area as there are already traps there to discourage them from entering the area. Unsurprisingly, placing your golem in corners is also not helpful. What you want to do instead is to place your golem in open areas that have not been covered yet by your traps, so that when a survivor avoids traps and ends up near your golem statue, you can switch forms and catch them off guard. If the situation grants it, you can literally zone the survivor out with the golem's trapping ability, unearthing, and then kill them. This last problem makes Azure seem underpowered compared to other killers, and that's only when you fail to realize it. If you keep leaving your seeker bulbs and vines in the same spots all match, survivors will figure out your placements and just run routes that avoid it completely. To fix this, pay attention to where a survivor keeps looping you and move a trap into that exact spot. This way, the trap will force them to exit the looping area and run into new trap placements. Additionally, when you are in an area where there are no traps but a survivor has cornered themselves, don't be afraid to place your traps in potential exit spots. Once they try to run out of the spot, they will quickly trigger the seeker bulb or vine, leading to extra damage and a free kill. Now, you'll be able to consistently control the map while also being able to win every game. As Azure, you already know that winning games involves good ability usage, and the same logic applies for survivors. For instance, Guest still remains as one of the strongest survivors in the game, but a lot of people still struggle with his abilities. There are 4 simple mistakes keeping you from winning games, and the first bad habit is something you are doing without even knowing it. Click here to learn 4 mistakes keeping you from winning.